Welcome to Iconic Movie Reviews. My name is Shane, and today I am going to be reviewing a very iconic movie. And that movie is none other than The Empire Strikes Back. This is one of my all-time favorite science fiction movies. I absolutely love this show. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. So anyways, Empire Strikes Back takes place just after Star Wars: A New Hope. And the first time I saw Star Wars, I believe I was about 7 years old, and I don't remember it being called Episode 4. It might have still been called A New Hope, but I don't remember it being called Episode 4. But anyways, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, they're a little bit PO'd because they had their Death Star blown up to smithereens. And so now they tracked the rebels on this planet, ice planet Hoth, and of course we get reintroduced again to Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, R2-D2, C-3PO, and a bunch of other rebels. So this opening sequence actually blew my mind because I never knew anything about these creatures, these Tauntauns that Luke Skywalker and Han Solo were riding. I actually thought that it was some kind of giant kangaroos from Australia, and they put masks on them and that kind of stuff. That's where my head was at as a 10-year-old. Now I wasn't 30 when I saw this movie for the first time. I was 10. And the AT-ATs, when they showed up on the planet, these Imperial Snowwalkers, again, my mind was just absolutely blown because I had never seen anything like this. Like, I was actually afraid for the rebels. And of course, they eventually escape, and through Ben Kenobi tells Luke Skywalker to go to Dagobah to be trained by Yoda, and he heads off there. And of course, Han Solo and Princess Leia go the other way and take off and try and flee some Imperial Star Cruisers and that kind of stuff. And they eventually get to Cloud City, and we're introduced to Lando Calrissian, played by Billy Dee Williams. And of course, just on a side note, Billy Dee Williams couldn't get a job to save his life after this movie because he betrayed Han Solo, and producers didn't want to take a chance on him. People hated him, even though he was a good actor. They just hated the idea that he betrayed Han Solo. Not only Chewbacca was mad, fans were mad. And I remember when Darth Vader captured Han Solo and decided to use him as a guinea pig to test out the carbonite freezing chamber. I was like, what is happening? And then of course Darth Vader freezes him to death, and I was devastated until Lando said he's still alive, and then he was backed by C-3PO. C-3PO said he's in a perfect state of carbonation, he'll be fine. Then I was able to relax because I did not want Han Solo to be killed off. This guy was awesome. And then of course Luke Skywalker shows up, Princess Leia tries to warn him and say it's a trap, and we get the big duel that we were all waiting for, Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader, and it was awesome. Like, Darth Vader basically was just manhandling Luke Skywalker with one hand, and eventually cuts off his arm, and then decides, you know what, I'm going to tell Luke Skywalker might keep his darkest secret, and that is that he is Luke Skywalker's father. And I tell you, when I heard that, my mind actually just exploded. My eyeballs fell out of my head and rolled down the aisle. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, that Darth Vader was actually Luke Skywalker's father. It was crazy. And of course, Luke Skywalker tries to commit suicide and actually lives, and Princess Leia and Lando rescue Luke Skywalker, take off. And then of course we got the whole, like, what's happening to Han Solo, because he was released into the custody of Boba Fett, another great character. Absolutely love Boba Fett, even though he had just a few scenes, but he was awesome. Again, I love this show. This is probably one of my favorite science fiction movies of all time, hands down one of my favorite movies. Probably seen it 100 times. Absolutely loved it. You can watch it again and again. So what do I give this movie? Well, I have to give this movie a 10 out of 10, of course. This is a perfect score. And thanks for watching Iconic Movie Reviews. Hope you enjoyed this review.